Welcome back to Budget Wargamer, where we're working on some of the Storm of Sigmar miniature starter set, the $33 one from Games Workshop. A couple bonus models. I know a lot of people had gotten this Slaughterpriest of Khorne through the White Dwarf. I think this was one of the models you got when they re-released the normal monthly White Dwarf version. I was unfortunate. I did not get him in that set, but I did end up buying to expand on the Khorne Bloodbound, because that's kind of going to be my army. My son's going to do the Stormcast Eternals. So I have the main starter box, just the Stormcast version of it, and I needed to beef up the Khorne Bloodbound to kind of be equal. So I bought two of the start collecting boxes for Age of Sigmar with the Khorne Bloodbound, and each one came with a Slaughterpriest. So I got him painted up to add to my personal collection that I've worked on here with my son, and just painted it up from a black base, no washes, just pure highlighting. And then the second one, which is still a work in progress because I ended up having two Slaughterpriests, didn't really want to end up with two of the exact same pose on foot, so I ended up taking one of the Juggernaut Riders. This is a strange conversion. And as a bonus, just kind of like I did if you've seen my Stormcast Eternals, where I took the Knight Quester and on foot and built one on Dracothian, I ended up doing a little bit of a swap, cut the arms, and ended up swapping heads and bodies, and built a Khorne Lord on Juggernaut, if that's what they're still calling these fancy riders. And then I just kind of slapped together with some other remaining bits the Blood Secretor. So this really has the lower half of the Slaughterpriest, as you can see. And I just took some bits and pieces from the Juggernauts and built myself a Blood Secretor. So he stands in pretty tall. I mean, if you kind of compare him to a normal Khorne Bloodbound model, he stands kind of head and shoulders with them, which is kind of how I picture a Blood Secretor being, just a little bit of a beefed up version of a Khorne Bloodbound model. And it comes out quite nicely because you can't really see too much of the resemblance, even though the lower half from the waist down is identical, but it really creates a totally separate pose and gives it a lot of character.